Hay là tuôn slogan something in President Kuki Students Organisation Delhi and NCR. Pauzu khub guite. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause.
Kipa men, tu ni na het thim mai theo hiền, kalung he, aki open chat thei put, hisong le, tàu thim thei ki put, ki bo ham, ki bo na hiền, chỉ agua, iki het hiền tu pi devin, ka demen he, tham khát néo cho cái xây là, hiện chỉ đó cái xây na, đó cái xây chân. Tu zana chun ni dang to bang lo ben punga ma khai ma ta hen có còn he tung tong ke pe cho as ji tu ni protesting ya he kalung gel da cho na attack hu dam ti kan he kalunga cho nom ki sadalo na me na cho e zana ki ga lu ne ki ti ji wa cho me na khat peng cho ka ti za thau na a he Momo chân chăm khát chết pi cơ mình, anh cái kinh hiểm mình, cái kinh hiểm này mua này, cái gì hết hết đâu ba, thì các ông mày na, chỉ cho tiếng tận cái gì thầy bốn, anh cho advisor bốn thua hết gì á, lắm cái thì chú mít thì tận cái này bôi thì chứ na, thì cho này hết điều chứ na, vang pha, cái kisan cái số Delhi and NCR, để cho nên Kuki chate hitamong advisor pata inaiwa hitamong motivation ei pitheu ama advisor bu boilen chunga ke pa thui se ne he ei ho hi Delhi a mi se bolding mi se tongding ini ek se ven ji di lo he thutta hi le Delhi a kona he til po thai chan ke bol he inam igam government act is policy ati bonga ei hon jong igam inamo ivet deu act is look is se hello ai hon jong act ato thwa ichi pyo ngai he na ya chu ilung ne lo deu nam pya dinga ahi phon le ata hi phona he le ilung ne lo deu he hi chu he them je ven mi hizat yang ki khom ke novin mi pi ho zau si chung a velen ke pa thu ka sai ki ni na he chule in langa nam gol hang ho chule vv ho chule hausa upa ho chule cso ho no zau si chung a ke pa thu ka sai jen nang ho za jala helai Delhi a ke ho hang san the kai bo na he ke ho lung neu the kai bo ven nang ho akona tiêu hoa nó ho zala peng ham cái gì bộ bên này hi gì in là ngà cái nam làm cái ho nam gol hang là hi cso hậu sa upa na bon cho chung hoa cái pa thu cái xây dựng ít to không dừng điều hi cái ho Delhi là ngà tiền giống các bố thầy dân các bố điều hi ai thu ta ít chút phá con nó là vang cái nôm lâu điều hi thì cho các phong đó hi tu chung he genocide ahi ethnic cleansing campaign ahi acha jano me kei wa hen genocide ahi ti hi nasata lung thek sela katin pi reng he anjo slogan ai za ven ko ki tumna hat se ki ti choi ho pawa tha chmit ti ki ti he achi chu tha chmit ti ki ti he na achi chu jeans he na ka sei jing he khat be ne mấy heo to mấy heo nụ pi khát to các cái dồn to này các cái con to nụ mấy ta có lim sa đà lệ ấy hà bồ chế phá trên kia nào cái temple Culpability các cái con to này các cái hạt to lâu cho hòn bằng ván này genocide này cái gì nào mà hè à gì chú đúng là hạt gì cái gì chú ấy bảo à thà chứ biết à chỉ số mang tiếng à chỉ số mang tiếng genocide ai về về đây thế na cái genocide campaigner cho કોઈ દંગ ai bon a video audio link a jang ama ta no aki se cm Biren ama hi chula he a chu Biren Singh ka din non genocider ka tiro cho genocider nanti tu so. Kapan le? Jadi subside yang le. Biren ji masangai saya itu aja na. तुम बम मारता है सही तो जाओ भाई बीरेन सिंह का दिल जिनोसाइडर हुआ रेडी ना कौन करते हो ले अच्छा और लंगा हो जो क्यों बम नोया तो हो जो लंका हो जाम ताता ना कौन दंते हो ना सब ना बंदू हो स्लोगन के शब्द है क्या में बीरेन Biren Singh! Biren Singh! Biren Singh! Biren Singh! Biren जी तुम बम मारता है ना Biren जी Biren जी Biren जी तो आई किलांग ले दूँ सो क्या ना हुआ kan से ना हो गया ना तुम बम मारता है तुम बम मारता है तुम बम मारता है बिरेन जी genocider बिरेन सिंह बिरेन सिंह बिरेन सिंह तो है मैं ना तुमका देलों ने शेवटी तो सेंटर को हमारे डिमांड इतने दो तो we demand UT अब यार वेला शब्द है उनसे यो दिनों ले डेमो बोलो हिंदी we demand anu langa ho jun placard na choi lo se event na khut hin mang bona langa adeng se na khut hin mang tao please adang ho placard aban deu ta na okay we demand okay तो ये आर्टिकल का दिन नॉन 239A ना दिलो जो जी का शेलो नहीं योन people's movement है दिवा मैं भी होन इधर मानो आर्टिकल हो ये नो गाइस ये पीछे नाम है लोगो योन आर्टिकल नंबर पे है ये लोग तुम्हारे एक चिन्ह जो आर्टिकल 239A है UT2 की से UT लीलेंगा हिच होल आई दे ना जो judiciary format को हो जाए कि मुआन ना दिले article 3 ना के वहाँ जो article 1 लोग का दिलो 2 लोग का दिलो article 3 direct का दिलो ये अच्छो जिसे head दिलो 239A तो article 3 की दिलो है ना head चिन्ह दिलो तो है article का दिले ना 239A ना दिलो तूने अपना ना मेल ची दिलो 239A पे जो पीछे ना नहीं लोगों यों ले an number पे ऐसे नंबर हाथ दो okay article 239A article 239A का तिलना UP kan dilo jo 239A 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 tai UT kan dilo no judiciary format na dilo jo judiciary tabang na di na jo UT theo bù là nói cha tàu ho chu cái đây đâu ha UT long chết tên nói nó khôn hình mong nó bồi hiện sam tàu na long chết tên hai ý sắp cái điều cho article under cái gì này nào article 3 này để cái điều cho article 239A under article 239A okay ha je me cho na okay 239A UT article 239A article 239A article 239A okay UT judiciary format okay UT with LA na UT with LA UT with LA kita UT with LA na video kan UT with LA kan tinala non budi cari format na video so tu teri pernah dengar tu UT with LA na video so UT with LA ya mas akan saya utla mel tu tahu utla UT with LA 2398 UT with LA katiding nang hon budi cari format LA tu Delhi nang ni jena emang akih na baju budi cari ai tu baju implementation legislature bolam dela article 3 of Indian Constitution akim moja tahe UT with LA katila na hon budi cari format UT with LA 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 I can put this format katidin on under article 3 nanti kita baca under article 3 under article 3 put this format 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 under article 3 tu puno ya ho put this format put this format tu puno ya ho no kasalo lấy sập sập như rồi em xong đó atang kitri tao testing board rồi tao ngay cho protest ai không là thứ bùng này mỏ tàu đi anh em mấy bên làm lúc xịt tận UT party anh không khỏi lại judiciary format có ngành nhiều đàn judiciary format judiciary format judiciary format judiciary format tôi phải nói chuyện tiếng nào đó we demand UT we demand we demand we demand we demand 239A no judiciary format 239A 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 Again, judiciary format non under article 3 judiciary format 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 under article 3 okay
Thank you, good President, Mr. Culpability. Tune in, news channel iho drone bomb thu kise kalai na tanchu audio tape le Supreme Court ama truth lab in 97% proof bolta Kuki drone bomb la weti national channel akise cho turi ai paten ngai win kanami pite ho ate je anung nga ting ho itang mo na inan na ilasek na miri pongkan tinong kikisay ko tayo saan na may tayo ito ay kalay na ay turi ay iyo kisay ko tayo je hitam patinin pa ang iyong pinalay wey patinin yung pinaw turi ay minutami kang katalang nito खड़विनेन मणिपुर की बात कॉन्फ्रेंस मच सेमिनार दिलुआम मणिपुर की बात ऑर्गेनाइज बोल चु कुकी चाहते हैं लोग भी इलाज तो ताकि सही हो चु कुकी चाहते हैं बोल पल्ला नहीं लोग पे पतेन मी खरीन सॉल्व पिक्चर Amaju, none other than who agnostos Dios. Can you please come on stage, sir? Before I give the mic to Pu Agnostos Dios, ladies and gentlemen, he is the grandson of a freedom fighter. And that is evident in the fact that he has not taken a step back to fight against the so-called majoritarian dominance against the minority Kuki Manipur. Sir, we owe a huge debt of gratitude to you for standing strong, steadfast to fight for a cause that makes so much of meaning to the Kuki people. We pray that God bless you and may you continue to stand for truth and fight for the Kuki people. As a sign of our acknowledgement, we would like to acknowledge you for your contribution and this booklet, which carries a whole lot of stories about this present-day genocidal campaign of Mr. Biren Singh led Media government. Sir. Thank you, sir. Misadang namdang iding apang ipatyan na ngayote. Over to Sir Agnostos Dios.
I'm in many ways very sad today. When I was coming here, I was run over by a lot of emotions because can it get any worse in this country that people have been brutally massacred, beheaded, children have been burnt alive, and I don't even want to say many other things which have happened. But despite that, you have to come here and beg for your basic rights. Can it get any worse? Can it? The problem is that under this current regime, it can get worse, but it should not be allowed to get worse. Ten days ago, when we organized Manipur Ki Baat, in that the recently retired Chief Justice of the High Court of Manipur said one thing which shows everything that is wrong with our country and the problem with Manipur today. And he said, nothing could have prepared me for what I saw in Manipur. These are the words of the Chief Justice of the High Court of Manipur. Not anybody else. It's a constitutional position. The former Home Secretary, Mr. G.K. Pillai, said that Manipur today is like the wild, wild west. So we have gone back maybe a century, 100, 150 years, we've gone back. Manipur today is being compared to Darfur and Cambodia and Sudan. And the problem is that the citizens of this country are still sleeping. My friend, when introducing me, said we are thankful for fighting for the Kuki. No, the fight is for India. Stop calling yourself by a small name. You are Indians. And entire India should fight for you. So in today's, whatever I say, I will also try to speak a little bit in Hindi so that this message goes out to the villages also, so that people know what this government is doing with the people of India. और अगर इस सबको रोका नहीं गया तो अगला नंबर आपका है। जब एक शरीर के किसी एक हिस्से में अगर कोई बीमारी होती है तो इलाज ना करें तो पूरा शरीर खराब हो जाता है। Manipur is an integral part of the body called India. An entire country needs to come forward for its correct treatment. But before I go further to the people of India, I want to request one thing from each one of you who's present here today. Each one of you has to share every single video which was made here today. In Manipur Ki Baat, we had the senior most people who understand this issue like the back of their hand come and speak for Manipur and for the country. Share that video with at least 100 contacts on your phone. Immediately you would have made this message go to at least 30,000 or 3 lakh or 30 lakh or 3 crore people around the world. Will you do it for me? Yes! So while Mr. G.K. Pillai also said that the double-engine Sarkar had failed, I want to go a step forward and say that the double-engined Sarkar conspired against the people of India and the people of Manipur. Yes. By handing over weapons to civilians and leading to this mass massacre which has gone on for nearly 2 years. In any civil society, was it possible that something like this would have continued beyond a couple of days? Sorry, I can't hear you. No. But it has been allowed to, and it has been facilitated to. Because this cannot happen without somebody intentionally and meaningfully and wanting to do so makes it happen. People don't even know in the country that the official number of weapons which were handed out, and I very clearly, categorically say handed out, these weapons of mass destruction were handed out because not a single bullet was fired when they were so-called being looted. What were the security forces doing? Is it an armory or a kindergarten school that somebody walks in and says, bye-bye, I'm taking 10,000 bombs with me? 7,000 guns, 7 lakh bullets, 14,500 bombs. This is the rough official number. The unofficial number is much higher, and we know how in our country, unfortunately, the statistics are hidden. According to an ex-army general, the number of guns is about 15 to 20,000. So Manipur is a very stark example of everything that's wrong with this country today. Manipur is not an isolated incident. It is the result of 10 years or more of hatred, of mob lynching, of discrimination, of divide and rule, and trying to tear away the fabric and the country. It is not an isolated thing. You have to very clearly understand this. And you have to now take the stand from a perspective of the country. You cannot say this is only for Manipur. This is for Manipur, this is for the Northeast, and this is for the entire country that we call and love, which is India. Will you all do that? Yes. Now, there are people who are very anguished and say that I'm an undercover agent. Well, I'm an above ground friend of Manipur, of every community, and of the entire country. And I will tell you that in this last 1.5 years, everything that I've seen is just beyond belief. There has been a misinformation campaign, which we'll come to later. But one of the biggest concerns for me is the person who's today in charge of Manipur, the Governor Ajay Bhalla. Now in Manipur Ki Baat, former Home Secretary Mr. G.K. Pillai gave the suggestion that the government should maybe roll out a 7-day period for everyone to surrender their weapons. This was on the 18th of March, and on the 20th of March, the governor actually rolled out that notice. Very, very few guns have come in. We don't know the number of ammunition. I didn't see any bombs which have been surrendered. But this, everyone should understand, is an issue of national security. It was under the same Ajay Bhalla, who was Home Secretary, that this entire handover of arms happened. After my representation to the President of India, in December 2023 sent this letter to the Home Secretary asking for this issue to be addressed. That has never been answered. So this Home Secretary doesn't even bother about the President of India. My concern is that if a disease has been caused by, let's say, a doctor or an hospital, would you go back to the same doctor or the same hospital for your treatment? No. Unfortunately, today that is what the case is. The people who have caused this disease, who have caused this massacre, are now in charge of projecting that they are going to solve this. It is beyond me how they will solve it. They will be trying to find a way to keep themselves safe from not being arrested and being sent to jail. Every single person who facilitated this, from the top to the bottom, needs to be arrested and sent to jail. The things that I saw in the Supreme Court, the matter is not being listed. For 1 year, the matter was not listed. Despite numerous pleas, when you give them an application, they tell you this rule or that rule. But where were the rules when those arms were handed out? Where were the rules when people were being butchered and massacred? At 5 o'clock, sharp 5 o'clock, Delhi police and other agencies will come here and say, your time is over, the rule does not permit you beyond 5. I asked Delhi police and everyone else, why are these people even here? You have the audacity to stop people from even seeking and begging for their lives to be saved by saying 5 बज गए आंदोलन का समय खत्म, but इनको आंदोलन करना क्यों पड़ रहा है? A Kargil war veteran's wife was among the 2 ladies who were paraded naked and groped in public, and what all happened after that, I don't know. What message are we sending to the Indian Armed Forces? The war veteran was forced to say that I was able to keep the nation safe, but I could not keep my own wife safe. What message are we sending to people across the world? Army generals were giving out cries for help, who were in Manipur saying that, please help us. We have nowhere to go, nothing to do. This is what this nation has been brought down to. Can you imagine what impact it has on the armed forces. But yet, nobody is bothered. Policemen, paramilitary, and armed forces personnel have been abducted, killed, shot, kidnapped. Where does this end? Where do you draw a boundary line? I ask you, is there a boundary line to this madness? This is the question not just about Manipur, this is a question about India's future. Do you agree with me? Yes. But those in charge are not even bothered. They are not bothered for civilians, they are not bothered for paramilitary forces, they are not bothered for policemen, they are not bothered for army, they are only bothered to fill up their own coffers. There is a lot of talk that this whole issue has connections to drugs. But an ADGP of Manipur, Ms. Brinda, very clearly has stated that who is at the top of this drug business? Who is it? No, I didn't hear it. But does it end at Biren Singh is the question. He is a BJP chief minister. So where is that money going? Isn't the BJP equally responsible along with everyone locally in the state? Wasn't it the duty of the Prime Minister to make sure that he doesn't go abroad but solve this problem? Yes! It's been 1.5 years, he has gone on numerous international trips, but he didn't have the time to meet BJP MLAs from Manipur who came to his doorstep begging to meet him. Can we get any more clear answer of priorities and culpability? In the past, I very clearly said that Biren and everyone else locally responsible, whether it's the DGP or the Chief Secretary, they must be arrested. But today, publicly, and I've said this on social media, but today publicly I am saying, the Prime Minister, the Home Minister, the then Home Secretary, the NIA and CBI chiefs, the NSA, they should all be arrested and sent to jail for life. In October, I called for a protest and called for their arrest. So the ACP of Tughlaq Road told Supreme Court will not do anything, you go to the ICJ, the International Criminal Court of Justice. So from this platform today, I am forced to go by his advice and reach out to countries around the world who have faith in justice to please take this issue to ICJ. Because only a country can file a case against another country for human rights violation and waging war against its own people or any other people. So whether it is Spain or South Africa or any other country which has the willpower and wherewithal to stand for justice, I urge you to take this matter now to ICJ, going by the very advice of the ACP of Tughlaq Road Police Station. In our Supreme Court, they have time for movie screenings. Amir Khan and his wife were invited for screening of a movie called Lapata Ladies. The Chief Justice of India, then Chief Justice of India, Chandrachud, he had the time to sit with them for 45 minutes after the movie and chit-chat, but he didn't have the time for people of Manipur and people of this country. Every single institution which was made to serve and protect has failed the people of this country today. So आज पूरे देश को ये समझना होगा कि अगर आप इस हादसे को, इस नरसंहार को यहीं रोकना चाहते हैं तो आपको यहां पे सबके साथ आके खड़े होना होगा। आप सिख हैं, ईसाई हैं, हिंदू हैं, सनातनी हैं, बौद्ध हैं, क्रिश्चियन हैं, मुस्लिम हैं, जैन हैं, या आप एक अध्यापिका हैं, या आप एक स्टूडेंट हैं, आप एक डॉक्टर हैं, आप एक वकील हैं, आप एक अकाउंटेंट हैं, आप एक बिजनेस ओनर हैं, या आप किसी भी व्यवसाय में हैं, आप सबको इस देश के लिए और मणिपुर के लिए यहां सबके साथ इकट्ठे होकर खड़ा होना होगा, क्योंकि अगला नंबर नहीं तो आपका है। कोविड में हमने देखा कोई भी सेफ नहीं था। ये जो धर्म की राजनीति करते हैं, क्या वो हिंदुओं को बचा पाए? 40 से 50 लाख लोग, WHO का आंकड़ा है कि 40 से 50 लाख लोग कोविड में मारे गए। मैं ये कह रहा हूं मारे गए क्योंकि सरकार की नाकामी थी। अगर 40 से 50 लाख लोग मरे तो उसमें कम से कम 80%, 75 से 80% हिंदू थे, जिनकी लाशें दफनाई गई, जलाई नहीं गई, और उसके बाद में गिद्धों ने और कुत्तों ने उन लाशों को खाया। लाशें नदियों में बह रही थी, लेकिन ये देश तब भी नहीं जागा। अगर आप तब जाग गए होते तो मणिपुर ना होता। अगर आप डिमोनेटाइजेशन के बाद जाग गए होते तो मणिपुर ना होता। तो आज इस पूरे देश को यह समझना है कि मणिपुर आपका एक अभिन्न अंग है, आपके शरीर का, और अगर ये कैंसर और बढ़ने दिया गया और उन्हीं लोगों के हाथ में रहा जिन्होंने ये कैंसर दिया है, तो ये कैंसर पूरे देश में फैलेगा। आज जो बंदूकें मणिपुर में हैंडओवर करी गई हैं, वो अरमबाई तेंगोल के जरिए देश भर में फैल रही हो सकती हैं। अरमबाई तेंगोल, जिसके पास आर्मी के जनरल्स का ये बयान है कि 90% बंदूकें जो मणिपुर में दी गई हैं, बंदूकें, असला, बम, वो 90% अरमबाई तेंगोल और मेतेई लिपुन के पास है। और आज वही अरमबाई तेंगोल दिल्ली में अक्टूबर में उसने ब्रांच खोली, फिर चंडीगढ़ में ब्रांच खोली, फिर कलकत्ता में ब्रांच खोली। तो ये क्या बंदूकें साथ में नहीं ला रहे होंगे? और जो लोग कहते हैं कि अरमबाई तेंगोल एक कल्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, उसको हथियार लेने पड़े खुद की प्रोटेक्शन के लिए, तो उनको मैं ये कहना चाहता हूं कि आपने खुद ही इस चीज को प्रूफ कर दिया कि सरकार ने वो काम नहीं किया जिसके लिए सरकार को चुना जाता है और असेंबली में लाया जाता है। तो सरकार ने दोनों पक्षों के साथ मतभेद किया और ये आग लगाई, फैसिलिटेट करी, जिसमें किसी का भला नहीं है, किसी का भी भला नहीं है। तो ये सबको समझना होगा कि जो सरकार खुद ही इतना असला, बंदूकें, बारूद, गोलियां, बम लोगों को दे सकती है, वो अगला कार्य क्या करेगी? और यही मेरा एक सवाल था NIA को। और यही सवाल मैंने मिनिस्टर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट्री अफेयर्स से भी पूछा, और उन्होंने NIA डायरेक्टर को यह चिट्ठी भेजी और कहा कि अगला क्या होगा? क्या इंडिया के न्यूक्लियर आर्सेनल जो हैं वो लोगों में बांटे जाएंगे अब? तो आपको ये समझना होगा कि ये जो मुद्दा है, ये पूरे भारत का मुद्दा है। 2 दिन पहले एक कॉन्फ्रेंस में था जिसमें चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ जम्मू एंड कश्मीर उमर अब्दुल्ला आए हुए थे, और वो कश्मीर में बढ़ती हुई आतंकवाद की घटनाओं की बात कर रहे थे। वहां मौका नहीं मिला, तो इस स्टेज से मैं उनको बताना चाहता हूं कि मेरी जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट में पिटिशन चल रही है, उसके सपोर्ट में ये एक एक्स आर्मी ऑफिसर्स की एक एसोसिएशन, और चिट्ठी में उन्होंने बड़ा साफ कहा था, इंग्लिश में है, मैं पढ़ के सुना देता हूं। Our organization fully support the petition filed by you in the Supreme Court to recover the looted weapons. With such a large quantity of weapons being looted and falling into the hands of bad elements, many anti-national forces can wage war against the nation. Pakistani intelligence organizations can send these weapons to the terrorists in Kashmir that can cause harm to the reputation and security of the country. These looted weapons pose a threat to the general public, security forces, and the nation. Also, the looted police uniforms can prove fatal for the security forces and the general public. ये वॉइस ऑफ एक्स सर्विसमैन सोसाइटी है जो कि एक्स आर्मी पर्सनल की एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है. ये वो लोग कह रहे हैं. और ऐसी बतेरी और लेटर्स पैरामिलिट्री फोर्सेस की एसोसिएशन ने, एक्स पुलिस ऑफिसर्स ने दी, जिनको हमने सुप्रीम कोर्ट में लगाया, लेकिन सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये फैसला किया कि हम मुद्दे को सुनेंगे ही नहीं. वी विल नॉट लिस्ट द मैटर फॉर एन ईयर. लास्ट मैटर जब ये आरमबाई तेंगोल की ब्रांचेस खुलनी शुरू हुई तो फिर हम भागे और 1.5 महीने तक सुप्रीम कोर्ट से रिक्वेस्ट करने के बाद 9 दिसंबर को डेट मिली. और 9 दिसंबर की डेट में चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया के रिटन ऑर्डर और वर्बल ऑर्डर इन कोर्ट कहता था कि नेक्स्ट डेट ऑफ हियरिंग शुड बी इन द वीक ऑफ 20th of January. लेकिन वो डेट नहीं लगाई गई. सो भारत के लोगों का जो इंटरेस्ट है वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस में है ही नहीं. इफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैड द पीपल्स इंटरेस्ट एंड द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एट द टॉप ऑफ देयर माइंड, they would not have even allowed the BJP to contest the last 2024 elections, and this would have stopped right then. And despite filing an application with the Election Commission of India stating that these people who have given out weapons and who are causing such terrible butchering of people are qualified under every definition to be called as terrorists, should not be allowed to contest elections. But the Election Commission of India replied that we don't think that's the case. This is how biased every constitutional institution has become against the people of India. Whether it's the Chief Justice of India, whether it's the Chief Election Commission of India, whether it's the media. The media, Mr. Pillai also very categorically said that the media has failed in their role as the fourth pillar of the democracy. The media can go to Israel and cover the war there, but it cannot travel to Manipur. That's why you have to become your own media. I want to remind you all once again that every single one of you has a contact list. I also want to very categorically bring out 2 more things and then I'll conclude. First is about the ex-Home Secretary who is now the Governor. It was under the same Home Secretary that a war was waged against the farmers of this country and 750 of them died. With my own eyes, saw the NSG coming to one of the borders and doing a parade over there to scare the people. The second farmers' protest, they were able to fortify the state borders as if it's an international boundary, but they were not able to fortify police armories from where these weapons were given out. So I am greatly concerned about this man being there now. Is it an attempt to give him some kind of a protection of becoming the governor and then he cannot be prosecuted? But the bigger worry is that what will a man like this do next? So my very, very big concern is that he should be removed as the governor of Manipur. My very big concern is and demand is that the Prime Minister should resign. The Home Minister and the entire government should resign and all these top leaders should be arrested and sent to jail. Because this country will be run as per the rules and laws, not by somebody's whims and fancies. And the Constitution and the IPC and every other law states that if any crime has happened, the person responsible has to be booked and sent to jail and serve the term that they deserve. We also need to all think that should we all gather outside the Supreme Court now and sit there and say that listen to this matter and give the judgment which is needed for this country. The Supreme Court can form a committee of 7 judges to hear a matter about industrial alcohol, but not listen about the matter of the largest massacre and the biggest national security threat which has happened in modern India. These people are not human anymore. And they have turned humans into animals is what has been happening in Manipur. The very last point which I want to share with you is the saddest part to see how lawyers have behaved in court. In October, my own counsel, senior counsel Gopal Shankar Narayanan, on 2 dates walked out of the court in the middle of the hearing without uttering a word and without filing the documents which are supposed to be filed. That delayed the matter, and then the matter was not listed for 1 year. I want to categorically say that lawyers like this should be debarred by the Bar Council of India. My own AOR, Anandita Mitra, she also walked out despite promising that documents will be submitted at least. Both these lawyers should be removed, and I wrote to the Chief Justice that moment that this is what they're doing. Are they being pressurized? Are they being threatened? Or have some other interest come up? But the Chief Justice of India did nothing about that. Similar thing on 9th December, Advocate Balraj Singh Malik, I had a lot of faith and confidence in him that he will take up the matter which is required because he is very vocal. But he did not utter a word about Arambai Bengal in court. And later on he says, the council is not a spokesperson of the petitioner. Then what are you? Such lawyers are a threat to our national sovereignty and integrity, and they should all be debarred by the Bar Council of India. I could really go on and on. But I only want to request all of you to not keep this matter as a matter of Manipur only. Because this matter is a matter about the entire country. But now this is a matter which is not just about the country, because these weapons are being exported out of the country as well. So these weapons may be getting used for killing people in other countries also. And yet nobody is bothered. All these weapons have been made in India. We talk about made in India, make in India. These weapons are made in India and are being used against the citizens and against other people. So this has to stop now. And you have to raise a voice and call for across the country for people to come and join this important mission. Thank you for giving me the time. I have so much more to say. I could speak for 2 hours. But let me just end with the senior most councils of the government, the Attorney General and the Solicitor General. In June of 2024, they went to Geneva, July of 2024, they went to Geneva and made a statement that in the United Nations Human Rights Council, they made an official statement on behalf of the government of India, saying that in matters of public interest in the constitutional court, even the locus standi is not supposed to be proven. But in the same Manipur matter on 9th December, screaming at the top of his voice, the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta asked the court not to listen to me because according to him, I am a Sikh gentleman with a Christian name who runs a business chamber, lives in Delhi, so I have no locus. These are the lies and the level of lies that these guys operate at. With a very sad heart, I have had to now file a complaint against the Solicitor General of India, the Attorney General of India, and the Government of India for propagating lies in the United Nations as well. So entire Manipur has showed everything that's wrong with India, and all of us need to come together to fix this country. I want to remind you of your history. Another person who spoke earlier said that you have fought against the Britishers. I've said this earlier here. I want to remind you again, the Kuki were part of the Indian National Army. Where did the Indian National Army start its campaign and its fight back against the British? Where did it start? How many of you know this? Manipur. Where? Manipur is that important for this country, and you guys are that important for this nation. So no matter whatever somebody else does and tries to push you, hurt you, harm you, remember your glorious heritage. Remember your forefathers. Remember the sacrifices that they have made for this great nation. And let's all today take a pledge that this nation of Bhagat Singh, of Rajguru, and all the other freedom fighters, we will together fight to make it a great nation once again. Thank you. God bless.
Moving on, slogan. Co-convener Nuchong. Aman slogan sabding han sabding ahin. Patisan corporate and the volunteer. Alang kanin ni sadong so ahong sa tim-timen. Isong le ipan ham divin. Mipitiaw kan timi. Over to Nuchong. Kodan na bengot eh.
Dunia hilaya hum ki khom mi piti ho zo se sun pha in the subjing bangovin I pakai apai I anasam ki no hite tu ni chana hichani hum ge nau tu ni chana I bin thei nau pathin zal bo hi ti sumil lo helin I boli to zo sewa pathin apan lo la hi thei lo hi ti gel do jing pumin pakaya phai ka hindi le pha zo sen ti chun I sab jing bangin ana sam ki te pakaya phai pha zo sen pakaya phai pha zo sen amen lo pi na pathen chang ta hen tu ni chanin gal I hin nei uvin kum ni hung hing ding a hita in ipan thei na lam chi ni hung pangovin in langa pasal hang san ho gal sat hon thiding ki chalovin igam inam ananga ovin demi azong ipan thei chanin chilai mu na hin ei ho zo tom ngai tai ni hung panovin ipan khom naw hin gal ei zo sa te di wahi ti isu min lo di win avelin kahin het sa nu min आज यहाँ पे जैसे हम हमेशा यहीं पे आके बोलते हैं कि जब तक न्याय नहीं होगा हम चुप नहीं रहेंगे हम न्याय के लिए लड़ते रहेंगे सब लोग बोलते हैं कि मणिपुर में शांति आ चुके हैं प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल आ चुके हैं ये शांति कुकी के लिए बिल्कुल भी नहीं है हमने प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल जब मांगी थी तब स्टेट आर्मरी से 6,000 से भी ज्यादा हथियार, सोफिस्टिकेटेड वेपन्स चोरी होके निकाल के हमारे लोगों को गला काटा, एम्बुलेंस में जिंदा जलाई और हमारी महिलाएं के साथ क्या हुआ, पूरा स्टेट फोर्स के स्पॉन्सर में मैतेई मॉब ने हमें जड़ से उखाड़ने के लिए कोशिश की थी। तब हमने यहीं पे आके मैंने बोली थी मणिपुर में प्रेसिडेंट रूल रखना चाहिए, पूरा आर्मियों का हाथ क्यों बांध के रखे हो, जान बचाने के लिए जो आर्मी है उनको बांध के मत रखो, उनको अपना हक दो, उनको ड्यूटी करने दो, उनको जान बचाने दीजिए। तब क्या हुआ, इंफाल वैलीज में आसपा थे, आर्म फोर्स स्पेशल पावर को हटा दिया गया था। इंफाल वैलीज में मॉब खुलेआम घूम रहे थे, कोई आर्मी नजर नहीं आया। हमने ऐसे तैसे करके जान बचा के अपनी सुरक्षित जगह पहुंचे और हमारे कितने लोग ने वहां से दम तोड़ के जान गंवा के आया। तब हमने यहीं पे आके हम कुकी जो वुमेन्स फोरम ने प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल के लिए मांगे थे, उस टाइम पे नहीं हुआ। अभी 20 महीने के बाद प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल आई, हमें कोई विरोध नहीं है, लेकिन आज मैं साफ साफ कहना चाहूंगी ये प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल हमारे लिए सॉल्यूशन नहीं है, क्योंकि इंफाल वैली ऑफ डेथ, मौत की घाटी बन चुके हैं कुकी जिले। वहां पे हम कोई वापस जाना चाहता है? इंफाल वैली में हम वापस जा सकते हैं? नहीं जा सकते हैं। वैली ऑफ डेथ, मौत की घाटी में हम नहीं लौट सकते हैं। तो आज यहाँ पे हमारी मांग है, हमारी एक ही मांग है, बिल्कुल साफ है, सेपरेट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन विद यूटी, यूनियन टेरिटोरी विद लेजिस्लेचर, ये हमारी मांग है। अलग प्रशासन कंटीले यूनियन टेरिटोरी विद लेजिस्लेचर ड्यूटे मणिपुर में कुकी ट्राइबल्स के लिए अलग प्रशासन, यूटी विद लेजिस्लेचर ड्यूटे वही तुम से होते हो। मणिपुर में कुकी ट्राइबल्स के लिए अलग प्रशासन, मणिपुर में कुकी ट्राइबल्स के लिए अलग प्रशासन, मणिपुर में कुकी ट्राइबल्स के लिए अलग प्रशासन, मणिपुर में कुकी के अलग प्रशासन। हमारी मांग साफ है, एक ही है, मणिपुर में जल्द से जल्द कुकी के लिए अलग प्रशासन यानी कि यूटी विद लेजिस्लेचर जल्द से जल्द हो जाए। और इंफाल में ये लड़ाई को शुरू होने से पहले से मैतेईस ने पूरा साजिश किया, पूरा इंतजाम किया, यहां तक कि गेम विलेज में जो गवर्नमेंट सरकारी क्वार्टर्स है वहां पे कुकी घर में साफ साफ निशाना लगाई गई थी। हमें कोई भी खबर नहीं थी, हमें किसी ने इतना भी नहीं सोचा कि इतना घटना और इतना सब कुछ होने वाला है, लेकिन उनने जानबूझ के गेम विलेज का क्वार्टर्स में पूरा रेड मार्क्स लगाया था कुकी की क्वार्टर्स में, ताकि हमले का दिन आराम से उसको आइडेंटिफाई कर सके। और उनके वहां का जो लोग है, आम जनता, उनने क्या नारा लगाया, कुकी तुम ना हद दबने, यही उनका नारा है, कुकी तुम ना हद दबने, ये नारा कुकी को मारो, कुकी कुकी, सारे कुकी को मारो, कुकी को जान उखाड़ो, यही उनकी स्लोगन थे, यही उनकी नारा थे, अभी भी है। यही नारा उनने इम्फाल वैलीज में पूरा लगाया, कुकी को दूना। आप सोचे, यहां पे हम लोग रह रहे हैं सालों से, सालों से हमारे बुजुर्ग से, हमारे जहां तक कि इंडियन इंडिपेंडेंस के लिए हमारे फोर फादर्स ने, हमारा बुजुर्गों ने जो लड़ाई किया था, वहां पे इतना साल हमें रहने के बाद अचानक से कोई कुकी का जान उखाड़ो, ये आवाज आएगा करके हमें किसी को भी अंदाजा भी नहीं थे। लेकिन पूरा साजिश करके ये गवर्नमेंट ने, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने अगर साथ नहीं दिया होता, ये नहीं इतना कामयाब नहीं होता। हमको कैपिटल सिटी से, इम्फाल मणिपुर का कैपिटल सिटी के हमने धक्का मार के बाहर निकाला। और अभी बोलते हैं पीस है, प्रेसिडेंट रूल्स पीस ला रहा है। एक फौजी को हमारे साथ, हमारे हर सदस्य को एक फौजी दो, तभी भी हम लोग इम्फाल लौटना नामुमकिन है हमारे लिए। वैली ऑफ डेथ, यानी कि मौत की घाटी में वापस जाना कतिला नामुमकिन है तिकिन होते। वैली ऑफ डेथ, मौत की घाटी, यानी कि इम्फाल वैली, मणिपुर कुकी ट्राइबल्स के लिए, मणिपुर इम्फाल वैलीज, मौत की घाटी में कुकी ट्राइबल्स को वापस जाना हाँ सही होते, नामुमकिन है भाई तुम। मणिपुर इम्फाल वैलीज में कुकी ट्राइबल्स लोग को वापस जाना बिल्कुल भी मुमकिन नहीं है। हमने देखा है यहाँ पे, अगर हम आके इतना नहीं चिल्लाएंगे भी, हम लोग ने न्यूज में देखा है, सबने आज का जो भी जहाँ पे होता है हमने न्यूज में देखा है, हमारे लोगों के साथ क्या हुआ क्या नहीं हुआ। अभी वापस उनके साथ हम एक अच्छे पड़ोसी बन के तो रह सकते हैं, हमें अलग प्रशासन दो, हम एक बहुत अच्छी पड़ोसी का रिश्ता निभाएंगे। लेकिन हम इम्फाल में मणिपुर मैते के साथ बिल्कुल भी साथ नहीं रह सकते हैं। चंचू तू हिन ही साथ पत्ते दिए गिफ्ट तक गिफ्ट है
tun apan ichal masangobin tunia memorandum submit dinga ikal son do pi di ho ke so lamkai ho hi kuki zo women's forum ho hi khabai chilanga hin nong din do di ha lungseta achi di ho chu mi pin acknowledge ka bol nong obin aji chu protest ki bol dong le ipisa ki bol ham ibham idemanu ti ben chu PMO office government of India alhu nga hin na chu ki che ta mo hen panan la de hin lung setain amo thum ka kalsong de hin thok ana be no te thank you so much tunia chu PMO office che jong le ko pi tu tia hi koi mo zo se ki se a hi cho chu soft copy a jong ki thot so ke de ti chu ave lai het sau hi stamp a ki bo zo ting le receive ta hi ting le tun speech analu du tin pa boiling advisor Kuki Students Organisation Delhi and NCR to say he tambe set lo hi tain ezolam la demonstration to slogan energy di wahin ana pang ha ma mo te tia chu avela mi pi ho kai te behin over to pa boiling
Tutain ilha kang ni wahi the truth will set us free tuta go ilha kang ni wahi Amasan pathin ka thangwe chule CSO Delhi adin Kuki Student Organization Delhi National Capital Region Kuki Jo Women Forum Delhi Tunya peaceful rally, immediate political solution for the Kuki zone and gun. Hansan ta program and gun do even no whatuna. Kaki pana santa and come in here. Mipi lam kai hi boy na sulam ding ade hi. Mipi lam kai hi boy na chunga boy na sem na ade boy. Mipi lam kai hi ami pi ke threaten bol ngal han boy boy. Mipi lam kai hi ami ke sumam ngal han boy boy. Ami ke hu do ngal han hi. Mosi le Aram tu Israel ten Iziba ko na amani tu puidoi pon Mosi le Aram tu na mite Iziba ko na puidoi he Joshua tu kelebin Joshua tu keleb jong amiten kanan gamal piai boy Joshua tu keleb tu amanin zo amite kanan gamal puidoi nahi Su Saitam, Tau Saitam, violation here, a hot path to here. Might is right. English then power lies at the better of Canada here. I want to make hotel that the boy. I want violation here, a hot path to here. Tunia Israel then. Palestine there, Gaza, me sang from the Sangit Valata, but the peace here. Tunia na hot left, Mipin and Wazuni here. Tunia na hot left, Mipin follow the body here. Nahar laule unity sena mathari hi nahar laule galas wala unile unity lauja galis wala unity hi piaju vanule sina ta sei pangen su sei tong hat pa pamin nung zui hi hitler dong cho hat lai pamin nung zui chla subhasandra bo so hat ja ai ho ki sa te nong nung zui chla I am as a popular. If you have Risalaja, leader of Asia, Risalaja, I know I am as a popular. Tunya Kukizo, women from Delhi, Keso, Delhi in. Hamsan Tala, you can lam even the Chungwa part of the here. Mipis are the issue tam. If who is at the Haltam, you know is at the Haltam. Inu mai teu repeti bole. Inu mai teu nakin pret ki bole. The first one I thibe. Tisan na longe. Imo thu boy. Yuti with legislature down night thu he. Am tisan nu mo isolo du he. Dunia hinna chanon. Yuti with legislature down all le. Ati sawon kana ko nan batim la alhaw ni pa ng sa poy Tiri may san pa dai poy Han san pa dai Tiri nung chon pa dai poy Machal pa dai Say them pa say hoy pa dai poy Ato thu pa dai Imusman ri lol mu te tu li han san mai ni na hori tila gelwang nami pite ho kay wang I have a dream kinap na kadai nahi ipem ko kinap na chu nikhat le ko kichaten gam tumi mudi mahi I have a dream kinap na kadai nahi nikhat le gam sungwai chat de wai hospital kai nahi lungmok ta le kha sun nahi kinap na kadai nahi nikhat le gam sungwa lungmok ta phini ho de mohi kinap na kadai nahi nikhat le gali zo tai tai ju nahi Egypt ka ma farao le like ta so kan farao suding aging cha ai wangna lengam ki chaye Babylon le like ta ne bukan desert leng ba ko ha suding aging cha ai wangin lengam ak chai thau nahi Rome te hak like ta ko ha Rome lengam ki chai ka jing cha jong chu agimat chun sipai hona jek yo chun rom citizen ke he dile ajiak lo he ai wa min hichan ga hak rom leng ga nong ja ki chai tho ne hi United States of America amoni peace in God we trust asum vai ma jiv ne hi hi chun va no ya lo ne hi tu ki ten jong amo sa ngai sang lo de khanam ne hi patien ga ngai lu de we love God tiute aje chu Bible da love faith hope ame hichira chun love asang pe ne ti na America ten faith agila do lai hon love bilau te we love God tiute chudile ni khat le itti ni tin ma jong le kuki ten ibalu ituku timu te do he Government of India, our heart, our soul are weeping every time. Every day, every hour, every second. Our dear and loved ones are killed like animals by rapist Mitai community, RMC. RMC ko pala rapist Mitai community in Diwana. Government of India, our dear ones are killed like an animal by RMC. Our dear ones are beheaded by RMC. Our loved ones are burned alive by RMC. Our bodies are cut into pieces by RMC. Esa no may mal desa lahi ato RMC kanti. Our innocent girls are raped and killed by RMC. Our innocent beloved sister are buried naked under the sun by RMC, Government of India. It will take years and generation to heal the wounds of every Kuki soul. The wound which was inflicted by state-sponsored terrorism, Mitai militia, Aramai Tengol, Mitai Lipun, Mitai Police Commando, and assisted by Mayor Pibis, Kokomis, and all CSOs of Imphal. Our wound is too deep. It's beyond human endurance. They call us legal immigrants, Chanting narco-terrorists. Rapist Meitei community wants a separation between Kukis and Meiteis. And now we are separated demographically, geographically, emotionally, and physically. Our community, the Kuki community, will never ever set foot in Valley of Death. Our elected leaders, MLA, ministers, will never set foot in Imphal, the Valley of Death. This shows that ours is not just law and order problem. It's a political problem. Government of India, political solution is a must. Political solution in the form of Union territory with legislature. Government of India, president rule is not the solution. Government of India arresting our innocent villagers, will not bring solution. Government of India dismantling our duty posts, suppressing of people's voice won't bring any solution. justice will bring solution. Justice, justice, justice. Justice in the form of UT legislature. Government of India, if you can grant political autonomy and self-governance, if you can protect life, property and rights of Kuki, you have no moral right to rule over us. Let me repeat, Government of India, if you can't grant political autonomy, self-governance, if you can't protect life, rights and properties of Kukis, you have no moral right to rule over us. Government of India, we are with you during First World War, Second World War. We joined Indian National Army. We sacrificed our life under the able leadership of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. We fought the mighty British. We fought against the mighty British for Indian independence. We shed our blood, we sacrificed our life. Should Government of India deny this? Should Government of India deny this? But sadly, after 75 years of Indian independence, a loyal citizen of India were butchered, slaughtered, killed, raped, paraded naked in the nose of Government of India. Thank you. Government of India should declare separate administration for Kukis immediately. Delhi had been on the wrong side of history for so long, but there is a chance to correct that mistake. Delhi has the power to make change. Parliament of India, Government of India is competent enough to correct those past mistakes. Most importantly, the Indian nation has an unavoidable political, historical, and moral obligation to give Kukis their rightful place. Kukis who fought against British for Indian independence. Kukis deserve to be treated with dignity among all the communities of India. If you want peace, if you want lasting solution in Kuki-dominated areas, Government of India, the only viable solution is total separation. Separate administration with UT will be the only viable solution. Government of India, Kukis are fighters. We will protest, protest and protest. We will fight and fight and fight back. And intensify our agitation till our demands are met. Until justice is done to Kukis. So, tunyang ko mi pite ho. Yun territory pata follow evolving with game ne. We have to follow UP or demand. Dia chu la khatiga sadam ko devin ama sanjong pu hezang mi saw line la khat ama simin ai lo le anai khanen tunjong chu isa ki dim ka dei ne. Aji chu UT hi ilhani new follow bolo ni new le lot in nei pi akinung hai le chituma so banga ai ho jong movement hi zero thading hi ya chu UT follow ibol jing do hi We have decided to follow UT. No turning back, no turning back. UT before us, the world behind us, no turning back to Sisadu. Nanok na bang? Okay, shall we rise up? God like in Duham, ito na ang sultan. Natin ng kay Kuya na, natin mo happy na ng Pinoy. Okay, na placard of June, na bay lang ang mule, na jit lang wahin, na heart on how win. Put your hands on your heart. Yes. Kagama pahi, VP pahi, sa tiyang takanin, ama ng video.
We have decided to follow UT. Okay?
No turning back.
Right. Isi pathin la el tel nai poi. I commitment no renewable now here teacher.
Yes.
And it's we have decided, follow me, to follow UT. We have decided to follow you.
Louder please.
We have decided to follow UT. No turning back, no turning back.
UT before me.
UT before
The world behind me.
the world behind me. UT before me, the world behind me. UT before me, the world behind me. No turning back, no turning back.
Kipame, ale UT ho. Sa Brent administration mo dengan nakinanawang. Nakinan ule, mazilya mo visa ng Volvo. This time, we shall overcome.
Keep raising your hands, alright?
Keep raising your hands. We shall overcome this hardware time.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.
Ipame, napagkailangan lang. Doon, Gabo, let's bow our head. Gab, sa nunti. Kasi inuumin kan sa isa pala amin at ipalibon ba amin itido. Government of India, we demand justice for Kuki, a loyal citizen of India. Justice for Kuki, who love India. Justice for Kuki, who joined in the National Army and fought for Indian independence. Justice for the people who put their faith and trust in government of India. Justice, justice, justice. Justice in the form of union territory with legislature. Amen. Kipame. No UT, kakilan no rest until you know. No UT!
No rest!
No UT!
No rest!
No UT!
No rest!
God bless India. God bless Bharat. God bless Kuki Bharat. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much. We are requesting.
थैंक यू सो मच थियो सर। आज यहाँ पे आके कुकी के लिए नहीं, पूरा भारत के लिए सच्चाई के साथ न्याय को सब मिलके लड़ना चाहिए। हमारे लिए आज क्योंकि हम अन्याय को सह रहे हैं, तो आज का दिन में आपका ये बात हमारे लिए बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है। थैंक यू सो मच। Pada ta pon kang chalin thu kho khat thain sai no men tu hin Manipur la president's rule ta zi in tua igal sa na dino allen pen hi social media Twitter wala hi in tunia hu hozo sen jong i het dingo ahung lo ho jong i sai ti dingo phas in jilai hi na ki sai zi in Twitter accounts ki hon so ke yu tin phone ki choice so ke yu hi in like repost pe bol se ote tin chi gal sa na tu ni tin munowa di ngai gal sa na wa thu pi pen kha hi zin abel dela mi pi te ho ka hin tip naw nahi hai कहते हैं न्याय में देर न्याय ना मिलने का सम्मान है न्याय में देर न्याय ना मिलने का सम्मान है मणिपुर में शुरू से क्या नहीं हुआ हमारे डेविड थे के साथ क्या हुआ उसके गला काट के खुलेआम आदमी ने घुमा के वीडियो वायरल हुई थी उस आदमी को अभी तक पकड़ा नहीं गया और एम्बुलेंस में जिंदा जला दी गई थी उनके साथ मैतेई वुमेन्स मैरा पाइबिस ने अपनी मौत के साथ मिलकर जिंदा जलाई थी उनको आज तक एक भी नहीं पकड़ा और फ्लोरेंस और ओलिविया जो इंफाल वैलीज में उनकी कार वॉशर का ओनर ने मौत की हाथ उनको सौंपा था उस कार ओनर को अभी तक नहीं पकड़ा और जो महिलाएं निवस्तर करके जो घुमाई गई थी उसमें जितना भी दोषी है एक तो सुना था लेकिन उसमें बंद हो गया आगे कोई नहीं पकड़ा बल्कि मैतेई वुमेन्स मेरा पाइबिस ने कहा कि वो लोग देश का रक्षक है वो लोग मणिपुर के लिए लड़ रहा है ये सही है ये रेप वॉर है मणिपुर का इशू रेप वॉर है तो ये मैतेई वुमेन्स अपनी बच्चे को उकसाता है कि ये जो रेप करने वाला जो है वो अन्याय नहीं है ये लड़ाई के समय ये सब करना चाहिए ये बिल्कुल भी गलत है और मैं जल्दी स्लोगन हल्ले गंग चलने सही हुई थी पार्लियामेंट में कुकी के लिए चर्चा होना चाहिए कतिला होना चाहिए थी पार्लियामेंट में कुकी ट्राइबल्स के लिए चर्चा होना चाहिए पार्लियामेंट में कुकी ट्राइबल्स के लिए कुकी ट्राइबल्स के डिमांड यानी कि यूटी विद एलए के लिए चर्चा होना चाहिए पार्लियामेंट में कुकी अलग प्रशासन के लिए चर्चा होना चाहिए गुनेगार को सजा दो कतिले सजा दो क्यों दे और गुनेगार को सजा दो गुनेगार को सजा दो गुनेगार को सजा दो हिचंचू हितांते क्या पाए एक बात दिल्ली पुलिस से हम फिर से शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहते हैं आज तक हमारी कंडीशन को समझा आगे भी हम हमारे साथ देने के लिए हम दरख्वास्त करते हैं
अच्छा ये लंग हम ले अनोन जमेन तो है ए हो केंग खत से दिन थे ही लो जेबे दिन होम पीडिंग मी आगे होले हिजे दिन होम पीथे बहनो जो आदिवासी ए हो तब ट्राइबल आये आदिवासी की दी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन तम तामेन हिजे होला हिजे जो सेना लेन पेन ABAVP अखिल भारतीय आदिवासी विकास परिषद की दी खनोमेन हिजे नेशनल लेवल आदिवासी के लखम ना लेन पेन है हिजे आदिंग अचोन नॉर्थ ईस्ट रीजन आदिंग प्रेसिडेंट है ए हो इवेंट अमाजुन नु अंटी मारिया मांगते नु अमाहिन तू नेव खन इसे पेदो है अजी जो ए हो आदिंग आई दोना जिंग ने खोले ABAVP नेशनल एग्जीक्यूटिव मीटिंग में दे है ए डिमांड पे दियो वाही प्रपोजल जिंग लखन एजेंडा किसान लो दिंग है चले यूथ लंगलों मणिपुर प्रदेश आ जों की चीजें है चले อันนี้นะเลนินนกตัวมองเลยอามานะซาขาดูมาฮะอามินมีเดียเก็บเผาต้องไงเลยอีฝั่งเผาบินดูนี่ควายเจงอาก็เสียอาดิบาสิไม่เจงอาเนี่ยจะห้องไอ้เหี้ยอีกำสงมามาสาก็เสียกันได้วัดงเทียงพุงสงพุงกำกีตุยกีเฮ้ยอามากัลมเลยย่อละเฮ้นะเฮ้ยจะจูฮิจิโต้ก็เสียจะมันจงจำหัดเฮาเนี่ยปีไหนในเดียวเฮ้ตัวเองมูมาเรียพาไอ้พี่เว้ย
ไอ้เปาวินทุกอย่างก็ใส่เทเบสเห็นก็ใส่ทิปมันออกมาแล้วนั่นไงตรงนี้เอออคิลภารตีอาดิวาสีวิกาสบริษัทกิติหินกันยองกันให้เห็นอาฮิวังอากิปัตติลาจู I was in search of peace for the tribal people tribal people โหฮิมุนยาวสักนะกี่บ่อยอันอมสิอาฮิอีพีกี่บ่เลย peace อมที่ทำ tribal กี่กาตินกันนะเฮเล่Hijika ajan akil Bharatiya Adivasi Vikas Parishad ki TV kai nahi to all India level platform karane ki jain which is one tum kana jaw lo ne 93 kuma ima yang kaya boy apa ho yang kaya boy hen July chu meeting an om jing ken apa ho yang hello pe meeting kana jaw ji in ai mi ka chang se northeast ka ka jaw ji in lekha bo sign ka bolin chaเนี่ยที่เอามาเลยกันเนี่ยก็ต้องของที่เรียนสิให้ที่ฉันกันแล้วบอกสิอันโซจนั้น we have to organize a cultural troop from Manipur at July 2 Chief Minister resignation and he in ama kama say we cannot bring cultural troop we have a lot of problem in Manipur July 2 le iho itang puntan bi ho to inakina live to hin ai say kay kama say kinun kaya yung ima dahil inahiwa nga sulay kang kaya so bang anapal la kalahin amin no yung dahil gamte na bang wang neo kuti holoy amo team loy anahimin kasi le kipa atain Kuki dance troupe anabolawin amo do hilaya pa Kuki ho hina way pizingen openly ana support hiyong le in every field tribals ahiti chuchi amo la ka hong yaw padahi amo hin may he ho yung tribal head in list ana ko yun ay le his yung chugan his ho tribal he boy ti ay ta chu correction kana bolin list sabat ana kila do ahin hita kong tu ay ho hin participation iha bolo jiwa iho hi thamkhat backward hi now atamen iho hi open minded hi wa platform yaw sia idu na diwa ang ngayon Jong le mi ho chi dan khi pale mi yo si mun na ki the ja win azad anam ding i ho azad la nam la ba wa ki kul khum ji win hi chi ya jong chu i back weakness ka ina nei win a hin tu awang ka sei num na chu akhil Bharatiya Adivasi platform yong hi an pan pai katik around this tribal scientists America na dong no Jawaharlal Nehru ana kau ha India hi ama hi na tribal holding ana na to di hi ta ana sei ti le iwa jaman akhil Bharatiya Adivasi Vikas Parishad ta ana pat do all India tribal ho hi platform kana din na unity khatia tribal ho hi suppress hi lo na tinga ta ana bol hin chiong le ikiti ha Adivasi ho hi state yau siao min aminu achom chi iho de ja na ma chom chom inei bangin ai Adivasi ki phal azad hong do te hin Adivasi na bol na hong do ji ngwin ai le mun jau sia Adivasi ki le hong ki tin jau kein July khanga chu Jharkhand na ku koel kairo an ki tin hilaya ipita company len ta in agamu anala dinga anabolu le hi chu defend bon all India Adivasi hong ki panin hi chu ana ting jau wen jong le ransia yang khu epikti ha steel company yang kun a resource tam ta ala do wen ai wanga akhil Bharatiya Adivasi ho panala nawa amho hi CSR project noya development project tam ta na bol ka resource nala ozia kamite khan taw na ding na bol diwa hi tia kitchen gya ju amon pressure abol do wen tua Adivasi ho yang ha khan na kham taw wen kaya yung jun adiwasi tila kana hello call me wam kata kana gelin ahi banga adiwasi kiti the original people of this country the tribes kiti ho ahin UN ayong ku tribal iti sanga adiwasi tila ahi jowin the Indian adiwasis kiti Indian tribes of adiwasi ahin no ahin hita banga ju kahin say no ju ihola ayong ni tu boy na ayong ang adiwasi yung inapulat piuwin munti na Rajasthan ayong in kawin nagamu aboyin ipinatiham hong sayin atin kacin kagay song kagayaw yaw may thon amho ipinha mail hon aom ho chun amho prepare ho cha het phan am BJP ho to kipun kinat rally khadana bol kin al abana sum adiwason isana ipunat pi ham ihon ni het pi lawanga Mumbai kisana Maharashtra kisana jui ho nga pressure ana bolu le je la lut lo yang tam ta om hin ti achu amon i ho dinga i het lo wanga tam ta ipuna ti wa hin ti achu i ho ja mo chu nga yang ki pa thu sei hun tin adiwasi ho India he chon le je nga yang ku national committee meeting on dinga hin northeast ayong i ho adiwasi vikas parishad Manipur representative ho yung Kijayong chu tua iho Delhi amo sapon na yung idal thina dinga ay ho nong hat thu kisay natin aji chu Jharkhand siong le Chhattisgarh Uttarakhand biti ho hi tribal to tribal ho lo hom ki khan na yung hi adiwasi vikas platform hi pressure an om ja ahin Telangana kiti ho lo hi hi iho hin we are not struggling against India. Within the frame of India, we want separation. He is allowed within the Constitution of India. He is also united. He was tumna. Iho seni tum sanga India pumpia tribal hon pan in lap yule. Imajal diham tiak hin seno mahin. Apan iloy pang Manipura pan say nante. No mo sa even office ka nakan siling amin. It is saying things that time. Sorry, kasi nung katsu kahaytay. Dua yung ihet yung so united we stand, divided we fall. Di iket yung kediyo he. It's why tam katsa ikihap kan na diyo. Tutsang isaylaw di. Hitsitata hin na mihon chan sa lawin na hiwaji ikinum na pananaji na hi. Itu kan saya kaki pakai.
Paham? Masa penin keso Delhi ho cuma kipatu kan sige. It's a long story. Bula pada dapat minti dah sawa ini. Kyo violence victim hak kening ayah pada. Jauh se kami tak akan muakan tu. Jauh heboh. Death tree incident. I saw one kibol now. Kipuna mama zimi. Death form ni actually I just saw the zalu. I saw enam. I saw nam mi piho. You say tamzo. I just saw ang di kain. Dang CRPF camp hin, Kemar camp hin, Force Mar hin. Tak zamlu. Yung cangkaret kibol now tu. Mi bola kibol hi kapuna mama zimi amun muna chini khoa til kito ho chu Manipur pumpia ho za amu ha dai ho sa ho to ong kyo ma ching te ho sa ka ho boi tai nai boi tai si pai ni ki pim nin sol pi za da kibol wangin gam tampi ki ho zo ko chu pheng hawa mi pi nei dei mera pai bi lang mi pi lang thing ni bon a ki tho government ge ya ki tho pat chu u pai ni po ku thei chan ei ma level a chu zo chan chu pam ni ki lai ki zo po ne i cho hi bon chi ke ya thing hang gam i chen au gam dei cha chu ya chu ho thiam mo chan re ngai su min sit wa noi he na su min sit na i ga mo ni la pi ti khat chu amo GP ba tiêu khát ni sen lui vào lệ suy sa cái hôm đó nó dấu hạ sinh là rồi là nó rồi không chứ tạ là liền tiền liền chứ si tu trong học bên này lại gam mấy cái tiền gamu ipu pau anh làm đó sao gamu anh đi chắc tu nhà hi result hong suai galta tại cái bỏ thu so lại apa anh bắt rồi tiền British State khang apa na British State reserve forest gam dan di lauta impose ni bol ko mo chu to ai Biren gol ben atha be impose bol ko 19 ahin joy o si hi parliamentary bill ki bol sai te 1966 reserve forest home low 1951 apa na 67 sunga reserve forest protected forest wildlife sanctuary ti hona joy o si o hi gam chuna gazette anu man gi su gam government gam ka cha ni ho gam ni chu ko se to ne joy o si argument bol hi jan ki bolin Chief Secretary Manipur ahin concern this yung notice ni piso ke adon bo di yung heke di bande tingra ngam chun ring police jurisdiction no extend and ball kick in revenue jurisdiction jong dan bi kitolo extend and ball kick in gamu chun na ding ya chu tu chung hi avela hi ta bang hi tu chaw generation khanga avela nung tu lo khat chu iki bol do lo wei le tu nya itu ta bong ni tu chao ni so ta ya chu dia Kuki namit jo cha ti ho jo si tu ni gal hum boya pat in Jantar Mantar la ki pin nai pan lawin ko sa da no ni ta ben chung wa ki pa thu kan se he obana jong demand pau hi alo tin ta ka phina ki pin na ding ho la ki pin diwin bon wat tin kan ni chikit le tu chung ong kyung lo na hi adivasia MP ho mo pan pi na thuma ong kyung hin yo tribal ho all India state suma chen ho yo sia ni tile nationwide rally bol dam al parliament ai chung thu wi tin po to ki pi the yong ti cho thu yo ni ma ong kyung hin yang patta nationwide rally bol ding ong ki bon kha zo ong ki bon the yo bon ba panin la chi wa bon cha wa tin kan ni ke pa
Thank you so much. What